Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and take it. First down here for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the single back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Here's the second down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. He's moving out of the pocket now. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick throw to the left side. It's caught downfield. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Now the important point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage, and a bad decision to bring it out. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Finding space at the 20. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice.
After 33, brings up 2nd down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Looking to scramble. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. He grabs it inside the 20.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
That completion good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Catch made on the right side. They bring them down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You get a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
There's a run call on 3rd and goal. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So 4th down now from the 3. They'll go for it. Can the defense rise up for a big stop?
42 slider. 4-2.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
The Dogs will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team brings down the returner.
And the LSU offense will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always...
The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, LSU.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The offense threatening now, 1st and goal. They'll run it from the gun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run it with the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, don't I have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last is going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, they look to the right. And the gain just good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Throws to the tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Here's the throw deep downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. No press here. The defense backing away. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback. It comes up with a big sack for the D.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Third and long. He'll try to pass it again from his own end zone. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. It's fourth down and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's got it, enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Complete downfield. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Looking to throw it again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
And this one is caught. They stop him, but it's a first down. LSU now operating in the red zone. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. That's a design quarterback keeper. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Automatic on the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. That's a bullet over the middle. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining in the first half clock. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's looking to scramble. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going. The offense going with the hurry up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Second down after that previous play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this pass is caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. 1st and 10 now for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This offense cannot be stopped.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here.
Boy, the quarterback gets trailed on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? Made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Field goal try, no good. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Bulldogs will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. That run moves the ball to the 16.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. solid run. They'll bring it back at the 28-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, LSU.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. And the quarterback dropping back, going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Keep this drive going. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to make a play deep downfield. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, LSU. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking for his big tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Back to throw again. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball. If this one was an interception, he better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
A short completion of the tight end. He stopped, but he gets a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. The quarterback making some changes at the line. He's back to throw again on second down. The pocket breaking down. And they've got him. A sack for the defense. They'll take momentum into the final quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, LSU 35, Georgia 21.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's going to pull it down and run. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker. And now a fourth down decision coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. The pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on fourth down.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Again, makes it second and medium. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
He's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
He's going to try to return the punt. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. First down. They're going to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
All that work you put in the summer with the receivers and the quarterbacks, this is where it pays off. This is where that trust really can play out. This receiver lines up on the right side of the formation, works all the way across, and
he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He's swarmed by the defense.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And this time it's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Receiver makes the catch. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. They get him down, but that's a good run. Enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Using his legs on the scramble. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The Sock were able to bring him down quickly. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. The DB is backing off from the line now. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Quarterback looking to scramble. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Trying to extend the play. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Going to scramble now. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. Under heavy pressure, takes a shot as he throws the ball. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Boy, interesting call to me, Chris. With the lead, a chance to maybe settle for a field goal, make it a two-possession game. Instead, the aggressive approach. Now you give your opponent a chance to get back in this game.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks like he's going to run it. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. The linebacker shifting around now. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25. The defense takes their 3rd and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And they heave it deep downfield. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Look out, he's got some space. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up 2nd down. No huddle now for the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. This pass is incomplete, 0-0 on the clock. That's it. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.